Hello.
Hey, how are we doing?
Frustrated.
Oh, why?
Well, you notice how long it took to go live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It took a while.
Now you can talk, huh?
Yeah, but if that's not bad enough, um, my cordless keyboard that I use is not working anymore. So first off, I had to order another one, getting it tomorrow, thankfully. But yeah, so I had to lean in over the screen to use the actual keyboard itself.
Did you change the battery?
Yes, I changed the battery. No, it's because um, well, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I was in fact funny enough putting up Christmas lights. I was putting the last of them up, and unfortunately I got startled by a phone call, which actually kind of, let's just say, kind of drew me a little crazy because it was someone who refused to like acknowledge that I was busy. Got so bad that like it not only pushed me to the breaking point, but I also accidentally knocked over a cup of water onto the keyboard. And
Oh, that'll do it.
yeah, I mean, I did try to clean it out last night and trying to dry it out because there was also a lot of dust in the keys. And this is what I love about the type of keyboard I got is that you can remove the keys off the laptop, so you could clean out, getting rid of the. But it didn't matter. So I knew at this point the keyboard had its days. Although then again, I had this keyboard for almost 10 years.
Oh,
So
oh,
yeah, so I think I was overdue for a new one anyway.
Yeah.
I would say so. Hi, Tom.
What's up, Tom?
Okay, I think I'm done sharing.
Okay. Here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay. For a minute, it was showing two live on the network.
Well, for whatever reason, it didn't go on the Illinois page, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Hey, Rich.
Hey, Rich. Yeah, I noticed that the Illinois one was not working.
Ay, 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 ay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's usually one destination that doesn't work.
yeah, it seems to happen every now and then. There's always one that just refuses to cooperate.
I have noticed with Facebook here, it's probably not this last update, it was probably the one before, that you can't even see your friends on there without scrolling through. It's like a friend, an ad, a friend, an ad, and it's annoying as hell.
I know it really is. Hey, Sue.
I
Uh,
have actually reported ads.
what's up, Scott? Inexpensive lighting. It's funny. So I was just when I was looking for a new keyboard, they did show those on the Amazon search. The only problem is those light keyboards. Most of the time, those ones are you have to plug those ones in.
Yeah, they would use a lot of battery. Yeah.
Yeah, they would. In fact, I actually have one. I have one connected to my main computer upstairs, but trying to get like an actual cordless one that could change colors, they're very, I mean, I think I saw a few of them. They're usually very expensive. Like this one I'm getting, it's just like $25. It's the same keyboard that I had that I was using previously. So it's nothing special.
You can turn the lights off on them too.
Yeah, you can. There's a key on one of the keys. I think it's like it's either like one of the tab buttons or control buttons that allows you to turn it off.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I have one. Hey, why are you whining? Stop it.
Yeah, the battery issue would, as what Susie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The battery life would be an issue. So trying to get something like that is either too difficult or it's too.
Yeah. I want to get one. They're like 35, $40 though, if not more. But they have round buttons on them and they're a lot more
Oh, yeah,
comfortable.
yeah, yeah.
and they're spaced like way out between. But I'm typing 10 hours a day, so I will find the one that's most comfortable.
Right. Has
Yeah, I can relate to you there.
a couple
Yeah,
of
after a
words.
while it hurts, and
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
if you think it won't cause carpal tunnel because it hasn't yet, you're full of shit because it does.
Yeah. A couple of worded ones for my regular workstations. Okay.
You are being whiny today. What is wrong with you?
Just got an old cheapo.
Come on.
That looks like an old fashioned one.
All right. There's no blanket up here for you. No.
Nothing fancy about it. Just your regular keyboard.
Yeah. This is the one that unfortunately no longer works, but
Yeah.
nothing too special either. And this is the same. I'm getting the exact same one tomorrow.
Well, you don't have a keypad to it, number pad.
No, yeah, there's no number pad, but it does have a keypad. It does have what I do like. It has the volume, and then of course an actual mouse part. So that's what I really. That's what I thought was really simple. I rarely use the actual keys on the laptop itself.
Hey, you better quit. I will knock you silly.
Is that one of the dogs?
Yeah.
It's always one of the dogs.
He wants to lay down in my lap, and as small as he is, my lap is not big enough for him.
It's always funny. I always think when it comes to the dogs, like trying to sit on your lap, Adrian, it's like no different than how Slinky always does it. That's why I'm always saying I have a cat who pretty much thinks she's a dog.
This one thinks it's a bird because it'll sit on the back of the chair on the recliners.
That's right, because I'm partying like it's 1699.
Amish Jeremy York.
Hey, I'm a proud member of Amish Paradise.
I can literally, I can see right now, like we're like like one of the wide brim hats are. Yeah, you probably would fit into the Amish community pretty good, Jeremy.
Okay, I can't keep holding you, so you're either going to fall or get down.
A lot of people have mentioned that.
Yeah.
But I'm only going to keep this going until the end of March. And after that, it's gone.
So, where did we leave off on Strangest Places last week?
Let's see. I did 2. I think both of you have only done 1. So
Hey, Carlos, good to see ya.
So, we are going to be talking about weirdest places, not just in America, but around the world. And boy, do we have some weird places we've been to. Believe it or not, early in this magazine, it has Eastern State Penitentiary.
Eastern State.
Yeah. As one of the weirdest places. I don't get that.
Yeah.
Did it describe what was weird about it?
No, it's just that it is eerie and reportedly haunted.
Well, a lot of the prisons.
I guess that's weird to other people.
Yeah.
I get that, but it should never land in a magazine like this, especially when they are putting out haunted magazines that say the same thing about Eastern State.
Right. And there, not to mention the dozens of documentaries and ghost hunting shows that have been filmed at Eastern State.
No, it's not. It's just not there in general. Just the fact that they put a haunted location as a weird place.
Right.
Now, if you want a weird place, you want a 2-story outhouse. That's a weird.
Yeah, that's a weird place right there.
Yeah. So I had already done 2 last week. I think both of you only got a chance to do 1.
I didn't do any.
I thought you did.
Uh-uh. No,
Oh,
I was looking them up. I never got to say anything.
Oh,
there was one other place I was thinking of last week. Unfortunately, right now I can't remember what it was. So I'm trying to rethink. I think it's like right in front. Thinking, what the hell other place was I thinking of that is a weird location?
well, while you're thinking about it, let's get Adrian to
Yeah,
know that she had one from overseas that she wanted to talk
yeah,
about.
that's fine. I need time to think it over anyway. So yeah,
That's what we
let's
just
have
said.
Adrian do it.
Um, so there's actually a couple, and when you look up weirdest places, Marfa Lights in Texas actually comes up because there has not been any kind of scientific proof on anything, which I did get to see those. But let me see, where was there is an ocean, there's a hole, um, the natural sinkhole that appears to drain the ocean into a bottomless void. Okay, can you imagine draining the ocean? But yeah, so that is in
Where to go?
Thor's Well, is what they call it. Oregon. It's here in Oregon.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I don't think I've. Oh, you know what? That does kind of sound. Now that you said that, yeah, it does kind of sound familiar. Yeah, yeah.
One I would like to go see is the Shishing, the underwater city in China. It says that it's called the Atlantis of the East, and everything is like perfectly preserved under that water.
Really?
Hmm.
I don't see how that can be possible.
Yeah.
I don't either. And I guess that's why it's one of the otherworldly and exotic locations. That's
There's
what they have it labeled as.
there's
So this underwater city there, has anybody tried to tie that in with Atlantis?
I don't think so. Get your mouth off mine.
yeah. Excuse me.
Let me see. So, the underwater city, they call it Atlantis of the
Yeah.
East. Yeah.
Excuse me.
You okay, Nick?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just sneezing. I'm fine.
I'm going to tell you what, I don't want to hear another damn sneeze. I'm telling you. Uh, baby girl last night just kept, you know how you're almost asleep and then a loud noise happens and it sounds louder than what it really is because you're almost.
yeah.
Well, she ran into a sneezing, and then she got up between us, and she would not get down, and she was neurotic. And uh, Zach finally says, "I'm done. I'm going to go downstairs with the dogs because neither one of us are going to get any sleep." So if she does that again, we're going to have a serious problem.
Oh, by the way, I just got to say, speaking of the dog, the cat who acts like a dog, here she is. Hi, Slanks.
Oh my goodness, this actually has pictures of some of these. Um, Rainbow Mountains.
Rainbow Mountains.
Yes.
There's another place I was thinking. It just reminded me of what you were talking about, Adrian. Is you guys have also heard of the Dead Sea, right?
Uh huh.
Have you heard it, Jeremy? The Dead Sea.
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay. You guys understand why they call it the Dead Sea, right?
Maybe because it's a Dead Sea.
Well, it is to some degree, but no, like exactly what the water is that gives its name, the Dead Sea. It's it's all the concentrated salts in the water itself, and I mean the water is so salty that very few organisms can actually live and survive. You know, like even fish or anything like that. So they give it this name. But you know what's odd is because of the amount of salt that's in this water. Believe it or not, people can actually swim in it if they wanted to. Although they're mostly recommended not to stay in for too long because of the amount of salt. But because people causes people and animals to stay buoyant because
Yeah,
I mean,
that's like Salt Lake.
That's
it,
right. Say
it
Salt Lake.
well, it has the highest concentration of it, so it's literally a sea that you can never sink in.
Yeah.
That's why I like driving through the Great Salt Lake bed on 80, because for an hour and a half, that's all you see is just white salt everywhere.
It's that way places in New Mexico too.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, Sue said he's gone swimming in the Dead Sea.
I bet that's cool though.
Sure, it is. Yeah, that's like right along the border of it's like of Asia. That's although I think it's right on the border of Jordan and Israel, I believe. He said the salt seeks out. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Salt seeks out every scratch and itch and lets you. Yeah, don't ever go if you have any cuts or any type of injuries. Trust me, you will be sorry.
Look up Rainbow Mountain in Vinicunca, Peru.
Rainbow Mountain. Okay.
That is just gorgeous. Doesn't look like there's any plant life.
Oh, I remember what I was going to tell you guys. Now I remember what it was. Yeah.
7 colors. Nothing.
Oh my God! Wow. Yeah, you're right. It's Vinny Cancuna. Wow.
Unfortunately, it doesn't give any. I mean, it tells you about it, but it doesn't tell you how it got there or any extra, anything extra on it. Wish it did.
Mountain of seven colors. Oh, it's in the Andes Mountains of Peru. Okay, which that's not surprising if it's in the Andes Mountains.
It had an overhead view of it.
Yeah.
Found it on Google Earth. That is pretty cool.
Yes.
My guess is that at one point this area had to have been underwater.
It says that the mountain used to be covered by glacier caps, but these melted back in 2013.
That would make
Water.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And it says here it receives significant rainfall during the months of December, January, and February. So probably right now as we speak, it's probably raining over there.
yeah. So Nick, while you've got that, you can tell the history on this or why, any extras. But let's talk glowworms.
Oh, glowworms. Yeah.
They really exist.
Yeah, they do. I've seen them.
You've seen them where?
Well, I saw one that my mom, I think this was like when I was really young. Somebody had one in their hands, a glowworm.
No, that's a lightning bug, not a glowworm.
No, it was an actual glowworm. It was not a lightning bug this time.
Those are only in complete darkness.
Yeah.
So this is in New Zealand,
Okay.
Waitomo Caves. And you can go in with tubes or rowboats. And it's best known for one thing, glowworms. Thanks to these glowing larvae, the dark caves light up in a sky of brilliant stars.
That's pretty cool.
And the picture is just amazing.
What are you doing, Slice?
Let me see if
Let's see here. The beetle family, also known as glowworm beetles, whose
Hey,
larvae are known as glowworms. The females, okay, they occur throughout the New World, from extreme southern Canada to Chile.
Oh, so they're throughout North and South America then.
so. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this. Why isn't it letting me do it? What in the hell?
I'll do it for you.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it really is. Look at that.
It's almost like looking into like a really brightly lit night sky.
It is.
Yeah, that's what it says. And here's, in case somebody didn't get to see it, that's the mountains we were talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. So okay. Hmm. Where'd you go?
Where'd Adrian go? Oh, wait, nope. There she is. There she is.
What did you do?
There.
What did you do to me?
We were going to ask the same question. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I was scrolling.
Sue just mentioned another one. Never been here. Would be wild. Oh, I've heard of this place. The Dervaza gas crater, known as the door to hell or the gates of hell.
I think
A
that's
fi-
actually on here.
yeah, a fiery large pit in the Karakum Desert that has been burning for over 50 years after a Soviet drilling accident. They punctured an actual gas pocket and someone tossed in a torch to burn off the excess gas. Still going. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it still is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that on here, and it had something to do with the war, and I briefly read it, but yeah, it had something to do with the war.
There's another similar place. It's not necessarily like a giant crater, but it does deal with fires. I'm sure you guys heard of this place. It's located in Pennsylvania, Centralia, Pennsylvania. You guys know that town?
Oh yeah.
You know it, Adrian?
I've heard of it. I've never been
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, well, there's not much. You won't find much if you ever do go to Centralia because most of the town is gone due to the coal fires that are still burning underground. Those have been burning since 1962, and they're literally expecting it to say that they are expected to continue to burn underground for another 250 more years.
I've heard of the fire,
Be
but
exact.
I didn't know where it was.
Yeah, it was located in Centralia, Pennsylvania, and there are go on Google Image that you could find what the town used to look like prior to the fires. Sadly, it was a nice little town back in the day, back in the early '60s and beyond. But it was due to the fact that they threw all this trash that was thrown into the abandoned coal mines, and as we all know, methane gas builds up in mines, and when too much is built up, it blows up, and it causes these coal fires. And at first, they did try to extinguish them in any way they can, but you have to remember these are not just this is not just any ordinary fire or anything like that. If you don't get it all contained, even if water had been thrown into the mines, that could still cause the fires to reignite, and it just got to a point where they couldn't fight anymore. And I think today, like I said, most of the town is gone except for 6 permanent residents that still live in Centralia. They got an agreement with the state of Pennsylvania that they were allowed to live in in the homes in Centralia for the rest of their lives. Once after they all passed away, the remaining houses then would be demolished. So,
Yeah.
Why does it even allow them to live there, considering how dangerous it is to be there?
They probably
Well, I'm
had to
sure-
sign waivers saying,
I think, yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's dangerous enough, but I'm sure the houses that they live in are still kind of a distance away from where the actual coal fires are
yeah,
going. Although that does give me some concern. That doesn't mean, though, that the fires probably have spread since then. But either way, they're allowed to live in their homes for the rest of their lives, and then they're not allowed to pass it down to like any descendants or family members after they pass. Once they passed away, they're going down.
Oh, I want to know where that school in Oxford is because that sounds pretty damn cool.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Jimmy?
Go ahead.
No, I thought you were going to say something, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Centralia is also the inspiration for Silent Hill.
I knew you were going to. I knew
Right,
you were
right.
going to say that.
Okay.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where Silent Hill came from. Was Centralia, Pennsylvania.
That makes sense. So here's one I want to go to. Yep, I definitely want to go here. Manawi. Okay. It is in Nebraska, a town in Nebraska. It's actually a town. Resident 1. Least populated town in the United States. Manawi's only resident, Elsie, is the mayor, librarian, and restaurant owner.
Wow,
Oh, I think I've heard about that one.
this is new for me.
Um, Yo, ito.
What's it called?
Dang it.
Anatoly?
What language is that? What language is
I
that?
was trying to figure out.
Russian, Bulgarian?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Either or.
Oh, I'm trying to remember my Bulgarian and the letters.
Well, the question is if that is Bulgarian. I don't know if that could be Russian
Bulgarian
in
and Russian
Belarus
are
or
the letters
Estonia.
are the same.
It is time for us to found a new town. Boobies, Illinois.
Oh, damn it, Chris! Hey, Chris, like Eileen always used to do.
Speaking of Chris, he is going to be my guest tomorrow night on 13th Dimension.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
how
So what's
cool.
what's
I
what's the talk?
normally I tune in. I will not be able to tomorrow night. We have our Christmas party and I will be making a fool of myself in front of our whole. Here's the funny part. Y'all know I work at home. We
Yep.
don't get to see I can go in office if I want to, but we don't get to see each other except on Teams meetings. So I get to go make a fool of myself in person doing karaoke. Zach will be sitting in the truck. I tried to get Dad as a date because he will do karaoke with me, but I'm afraid that might be a little much with Dad. So I promised that Dad and I are going to go. We're going to go to the bar that does our chili cook off, and we're going to go to karaoke before the end of the year.
Well, that should be fun.
Dad lives to do that. And Lord have mercy, he could be singing the wrong song, but he lives to do that. I don't know how much longer I've got with him. I'm going to go do it.
Might as well while you have the
Love
chance.
going to karaoke.
I do. You guys have seen. I always love doing it too, especially from the after parties of the Paracons I've gone to.
Yeah, I mean, and none of us are good at it, but our Christmas party is going to be really cool. They give you 2 free drinks, alcoholic drinks, which is plenty for an office party. It really is. Because you have to see these people again on Monday morning, and you certainly don't want to make a fool of yourself because you may want to advance in the company, and you're certainly not going to if your shirt's half off, dancing on the bar.
Oh, yeah.
But they give this huge buffet type spread. Last year was Mexican. I was in love. And they give you it's also a video game hall, so they give you tokens, unlimited tokens for the video games, and then they do karaoke at the end. The CEO's there, everybody's there, and it's amazing because this is a 5-star company, huge, and we're even in the UK.
Really? Wow.
Oh yeah, so it's awesome. But you also have to mind your P's and Q's, which I'm not real good at.
Okay, Manawi, Nebraska is 3 hours away from Kearney.
No, that's not bad.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go because if she really has a restaurant, I will go eat at her restaurant.
So if it's 3 hours away from Kearney, how far would that be for you then, Adrian?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Also, while she's looking that up, yeah, Jeremy, for your show.
8 hours to get from Lincoln to you guys.
Okay.
Kearney's a couple more hours closer. So probably 9.
9 hours, okay. And also, Jeremy, real quick, I'll try and tune in for a few minutes tomorrow night. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to because I also just want to throw this out real quick. Today is Madeline's 2nd birthday. She turned 2 today. Now where'd Adrian go?
Our internet is screwed. It just is.
Apparently.
This has been going on for 4 or 5 days now. And I'm hardwired, so I'm good. But Zach is not so good down here. So
Yeah,
it's
man.
5 hours for me, which is about the same
Okay.
to my daughter.
That's not bad.
How many hours?
5. 4 hours, 54 minutes.
5 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said 5. That's not bad.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, and if she really still has a restaurant going there, I will go. If she has a library there, I will go.
Little glow star. It's a town. He keeps asking, what is it? It's a town called Manawi, located up in Nebraska.
Wait a minute, Adrian. Where are you going?
I just put in Kearney.
Oh, okay. I was going to say because I knew that couldn't be right because I thought you were looking Greeley to Manawi. That's 7 hours.
Oh well.
Which still isn't bad. Well, let's do this. Um,
So that makes sense because it was about 8 hours for me to get to from Lincoln to Greeley. So 5 hours to Kearney. Yeah, that sounds about right.
let's see. Um, I'm gonna do it from my daughter's house because she'd be closer anyway.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Uh,
it's
Jeremy, I
7 hours, 7.5 hours.
Hey, Jan.
What?
I guess little
Glow
glow star.
Star. Glow Star. So Things Network is a podcast channel where people from all over come in, do podcasts, talk about the paranormal, serial killers. We got one show that does haunted movie reviews. Um, we, we do a nice little variety here.
Yeah, this is definitely a new viewer.
Yeah, we've been up and running for 4 years now, and we
Yep.
have 20 ish shows a week.
Okay, I don't see what's so cool about this. It looks like a moonscape, yes, but it's rock. Sarakiniko Beach, Milos, Greece.
Jan, I've heard of that town. Hooker, Oklahoma. I've heard of that town.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we used to live up there. We used
You
to
know,
live
it's
up
actually funny. And I know that town because, again, with my research, and it's even featured in some of my videos, I actually have some tapes of a tornado that went through Hooker and Guyman, Oklahoma. It occurred the same year I was born, back in 1993. So every time I think of Guyman and Hooker, Oklahoma, I think of the tornadoes that struck over 30 years ago. But
Chris has
they
been there. Yeah, I have haunted hot flashes. I wish they were haunted. At least I could exercise them. Shit.
Okay, what beach?
It's called Sarankiniko. Sarakiniko in Milos, Greece.
Isn't Hooker along with Guyman? Aren't those are out in the Oklahoma Panhandle? Aren't they? I think they
Kind
are.
of a little bit, yeah. My daughter used to live out there.
Yeah, I know it's a very rural area, but of course,
She
again, there
also
were no
used to
strange.
live in Cement,
Okay.
and then the town that is now abandoned. Like, she lived there when it was dangerous, and then they decided, oh, it's dangerous. We're going to get rid of everybody.
Yeah, I only know of Hooker and Guyman from again the tornado. Again, just like the rest of the state, they're no stranger to tornadoes. So I've
Nope.
seen videos of it.
Nope. And we'll sit on the rooftops and watch them. No
Actually,
problem.
these ones occurred out. They were near Hooker and Guyman, but they truly occurred out in the Panhandles. So they were. It didn't. I don't think they actually hit any structures. I think they were still pretty far away from the town, so I don't think they hit anything.
So, Pitcher, Oklahoma.
Yeah,
is the
Pitcher.
one
Right.
that's abandoned.
That was from the tornado that hit back in 2008. I believe. Yeah, the whole town
That's
is.
not why it's abandoned.
Yeah, that whole town has been abandoned ever since because the damage was so bad.
No, that's not why it's abandoned.
Oh, it's not.
No, there was either a mine. Anyway, it's toxic. Let me It's toxic.
So that's similar than like the case, kind of like with Centralia, because with the coal
Toxic.
fires and with the coal fires underground in Centralia, you breathe any of that gas in, it's not only toxic, that can literally burn you from the inside out.
It's a ghost town known as one of the most toxic places in the U.S. due to the decades of lead and zinc mining. Yeah, and my daughter lived there.
It kind of reminds me of
where you can't live there at all.
yeah,
No, but I would love.
Yeah.
Glow Star. Yes, it is.
So, Glowstar, basically, what we're talking about today is weird places around the world. Um, and it can be like geographical, or they have some sort of a weird attraction in town. A lot of places have really interesting things. But yeah, this is a show. This is Supernatural Talk. We originally started out as a paranormal show where we interviewed a lot of people, but we kind of moved away from that and started talking about a lot of other different things just to keep things fresh.
Yeah. Glow Star, if I may ask, where are you from?
Tucumcari. Oh gosh, we've got a lot of missing people around lately, and that's
Yeah.
not Easter Islands in Chile. I
Yep.
think that's pretty cool with the statues.
It really is. And what's even mind boggling about that is just in the last few years, they discovered that those statues go deep underground.
Yeah, they do. Some
You
of them
know
are
what
deep.
we have not talked about?
What's that?
Doll Island.
Oh, Doll Island. Yep.
That's actually one of the things in here.
We're talking about the
I want to go
island.
so bad, and he will not go with me.
We're talking about Island of the Dolls, right off in Mexico.
It's called Doll Island.
Oh,
Yeah,
Doll Island. Okay, I was thinking of Island of the Dolls in Mexico.
it is in Mexico.
Oh, it is. So it is. It's the same place then.
That's not
Yeah.
the one that I've got here. The one I got
Hey, Nikki.
is Doll's Head Trail in Atlanta,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Where's
there's
that?
one here.
called Doll's Head Trail. Uh,
That's
basically, I'll just read it off here. Within a wildlife reserve about 20 minutes south of Atlanta, trash becomes treasure along a 1.6-mile path dotted with unique artistic displays made with doll heads, antique bricks, fishing gear, and more. Some sometimes hauntingly beautiful, sometimes just haunted. These installations are crafted entirely from litter found within Constitution Lake Park. And here's the picture
um.
that they were showing here.
Does anybody know where this Glowstar just revealed where he's from? Nova.
Russia. Russia.
Oh,
I
Russia!
knew I
Wow!
knew the language.
Holy crap! Oh, that's our first Russian viewer. Wow!
I knew the language. Thank you.
Check that out.
Very, very nice. Welcome.
Well, yeah, welcome. You're a first ever viewer from Russia to be watching.
Okay, so little closer. I got to know how does Russia feel about paranormal? Are they accepting of ghosts and all those strange things, or no? My family's from Bulgaria. I can guarantee you right now they are, but they weren't.
Yeah, that's real. This is pretty cool. Like, wow.
Doll Island. Okay, okay.
I'll go. Hey, I'll go. I was gonna say I'll go too if you guys needed someone else because I'll go. I'll go to any place.
Doll Island's supposed to be a little crazy, but hell yeah, I'll go.
If you want an island to go to, I don't
Uh,
really understand. Okay. Do you know what paranormal is? Another place I wouldn't mind going to is off of either Italy or Sicily. It's supposed to be one of those Black Plague islands.
oh, Poveglia.
Yes.
Yeah, Poveglia Island. That's otherwise also known as the Island of No Return.
Yeah.
I,
That
I was
that one is it's got some really really interesting history to it.
I was told for the longest time that for many decades the Italian authorities usually told people they were not allowed to be on the island, but I did recently find out that within the last couple of years, I think they are starting to um, open it up as a tourist attraction now. I think they're starting to become a little bit more lenient on it because of its history. Um, I haven't really heard the update on it recently, but yeah, I think they're trying to open it up, even though it's an island that is greatly feared by a lot of the residents that live in that part of Italy.
Can't say I blame them.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, they take that place very seriously.
Come on.
So
Okay, so
it's like it does fall under the realms of the paranormal, but when we started, what we focused on were ghosts and haunted spirits. Why they stay here? Why do they linger after somebody has passed away? Um, but that's just one part of the paranormal. Another part of the paranormal is aliens, UFOs, and then we had there's another section where it is about psychics and mediums and the kind of gifts that they have. What else? There's help me out here. We got more aspects.
we also got like unknown creatures, that kind of stuff, what we call cryptids,
Yep.
UFOs, aliens, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, aliens is its
Yeah.
own category.
Oh yeah, I know it's kind of it's its own thing, but at times is associated, but not very frequently. But yeah,
So anything that is basically out of the realms of everyday normal life.
yes.
Okay. So I'm Russian. My Bulgarian is rusty to begin with, but Russian and Bulgarian, I understand the last word is no, but I'm assuming it's something about paranormal. They don't do paranormal. This is pretty cool because I get to kind of brush up on my.
Yeah.
I can still say the alphabet in Bulgarian. And it's a lot like Spanish because they don't say letters, they say how the letters sound.
And it's a lot like
Whoa. The hell was that?
I
Don't
don't
worry
know.
about it. Don't worry about it.
That's Nikki again in the chat. Paranormal Perth.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yeah, it's not paranormal, I promise you.
I've
We've had system
been
issues that have nothing to do with paranormal.
needing to see the new episode. I got to start catching up with Skinwalker Ranch. I've heard it's I heard it's really insane over there.
Skinwalker Ranch. I I have, and I've been watching between the two, Skinwalker Ranch and Blind Frog Ranch. And ooh, it's been a long time since I've actually seen any of the episodes. I know they're butted up together, and there's a lot of strange stuff going on there.
I was thinking of another unusual place. I mean, this is definitely something paranormal related, but you guys heard of Brown Mountain? You guys heard of that place?
No.
It's located in North Carolina, and it's a huge. I mean, it's a huge mountain, but for decades, like we don't even know how long it's really been going. It's been going on for decades on end, in which people have seen these mysterious lights up on the mountain. Like, I don't know if you're really allowed to I mean, I know you could go on the mountain itself like during the day. I'm not sure, of course, if you're allowed to go there at night because most of the mountain is obviously covered by forests. But they said that for decades, they've always been seeing these strange glowing balls of lights, which they've been dubbed the Brown Mountain Lights. And there's like several photographs, videos of the lights, and obviously they don't know exactly what exactly causes these lights. Of course, obviously sometimes they say, it could be some type of spirit activity, or sometimes they say it could be UFOs. We really don't know for, to be exact, but the Brown Mountain lights, are just they're a phenomenal sight to see. I actually, even though people have seen, like, they actually have like viewing areas where you could see the lights at night. But what I've been kind of curious is about, as interesting as it's got to be for seeing the lights from a distance. I wonder if there's some way, like, again, I don't know if you're allowed to be there after dark, but if you were actually on the mountain itself and can see the lights like up close and personal, so you can get an idea of where these lights are coming from.
Yeah, I think it's probably a lot like the Marfa lights, or like the Texas lights.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where they're coming from, and I'm sure soon somebody will figure it out. But if you look up most haunted places for spooky castles and eerie hotels, and I don't know why that popped up with world's strangest places, but the UK apparently has, and a hell of a picture. I wish we had somebody who could analyze it, but um, Rainham Hall in Norfolk.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of Rainham.
The picture outside is just gorgeous with
It is.
the horses and people being able to view. But there's an inside picture of his uh, almost a complete manifestation of a spirit.
Really.
The outside makes me think of Independence Hall.
Also, just one other word of note, just so anybody, in case anyone asks, involving Brown Mountain, there are no roads on the mountain, so there are no cars or anything that could like be the explanation of the lights on the mountain itself. Yeah, they do. So I've seen that. I've seen the Wikipedia article on Brown Mountain.
There are some roads, just real tiny little things.
Yeah, they're mostly. I mean, yeah, maybe like on more on the bottom area of the mountain, but like on the actual like upper portions of it, I don't think there's any roads on the mountain itself.
Would you believe in the strangest and most haunted places? Number 6. Most of them are out of country because there's evidence, there's pictures, whatever. Number 6 is the Queen Mary,
Queen Mary. Yep.
California. I've actually been there. I've been
Yep.
on it. I have toured it. I
Chris,
unfortunately didn't get anything, but that's not saying that it's not there. I'm saying it didn't happen that day.
Chris is going here pretty soon.
Well, I hope he gets more than I do, because I had my daughter, my grandkid, and it was before I was into the paranormal. I wouldn't know what I was looking for, but nothing happened while I was there. Um, that's not saying it's not there at all. Ew,
Hey Terry,
Hi.
seen her?
that castle.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Hi, sweetheart.
Good to see you.
She is finally on the other end of loving life right now after going through some serious, not so much loving life. So
Right.
I
Okay.
am so glad to see that she's enjoying life right now.
Coming out on the other end.
Huh?
Coming out on the other end.
That's right. It'll take a minute, but yeah.
It usually does for all of us.
Just trolling YouTube, and here you all are. Yep.
Yep.
Burg Wolfsegg in Wolfsegg, Germany. That castle looks, I don't know, there's something about it. It looks really creepy, at least in this picture. You guys may get a different picture. I don't know.
So here, check this out. I found another strange place. Not very much about the paranormal, but it's definitely a very strange place regardless. Um, this place is located in Brazil. If you guys have ever heard of it's a municipality. I know they call them yeah. Um, You guys have ever heard of Candido Godoy?
No.
So Candido Godoy, get this, they are it is considered one of the twin capitals of the world. Like their twinning rate is like 18 times higher than anywhere else on Earth. So you
Why?
go to a town like this, and you'll see a whole bunch of twins, like all over the place,
That
dozens.
scares me. Number
Well,
one, because science has proven that twins skip a generation.
mm-hmm.
So that tells me, I don't know if science really knows what causes twins, but whatever's in the water there, either there's a lot of family breeding going on,
Well,
or
it's funny. You kind of might be right because they say the explanations involving Candido Godoy. One of them explains the notorious Nazi doctor Joseph Mengele, who fled to South America after World War II. That supposedly the births started happening, as I'm sure we all know who he was, but he was notorious for having a strange fascination with twins when he was experimenting them in Auschwitz. Although the reports indicate that the high frequency of twins predates Mengele's arrival in South America, but again, ironically enough, they also say that others also believe that the twinning rate may also be the result from either toxic waste or inbreeding.
I just did a general search of twin capital of the world, and Nigeria popped.
Yes. Yeah, they say it's not you. This phenomenon of large twin births is not unique to Candido Godoy. It's also been observed in the town of Igbo Ora in Nigeria and the village of Kodini in India.
right, right.
Yeah, so that's
Terry, I
but
would love to see that house.
yeah, Sue. That's yeah. Joseph Mengele was the most notorious Nazi doctor that experimented on twins, and like many, he was among those that fled to South America, to escape from being arrested by the Allies. And South America was a perfect place. I'm not sure why South America allowed them in to begin with.
And it has been highly rumored that Hitler fled to South America rather than actually killing himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them either moved to either like Argentina or Peru or Chile or Brazil. I'm not
Yeah.
sure why did South America allow them to come
Who
out.
knows? Who knows? But you know what? The things they did to twins, I there was a book that Zach had on one night, and I can't get that out of my head. And no, there was no sleeping because those they would like tell you what happened, and yeah, no, uh-uh. I understand it's history. I do. It's just not history to sleep to. It's not.
Chris says he thinks at the time South America had diplomatic immunity laws in effect.
That's very possible.
Yeah.
That's
Al-
There are still some countries out there that have no extradition
yeah.
laws.
Though that didn't stop like some of the allies. That didn't stop people from still trying to arrest him. There was a story of a former Nazi who was I think he was just coming home from something, and all of a sudden it's like a kidnap kind of scenario. The all of a sudden these guys ganged up. They like put a hood over. They put him in handcuffs. They threw him in the car, and before you know it, he was in front of a judge back in the U.S. So it still stopped. Even if they fled to South America, not very many of them they weren't safe just yet. I mean, that much. They were still at risk of getting arrested by other country authorities because they still wanted to pay for their crimes. But like I
well,
Yeah.
back then though. My dad. Okay, so let's think about this. I'm 51. My dad adopted me when he got here. Okay, so he immigrated to the U.S. 1971. That's before the Iron Curtain came down. He came from Bulgaria and went to Italy until it was safe. Like what I guess in Mexico they have like the mules or whatever that help you cross, or whatever they call that. He had somebody to help him cross, and they stayed in Italy until they were forgotten, and then they went from Italy to Seattle, Washington. And of course, it was all set up where they had people in Seattle that would put them up and start the immigration process legally when they got here. And that's what he did. Him and his wife, my mom, she died when I was 8, but it's one of those things that there is a huge process when that happens. And then once you're a citizen, you have to go through the whole thing to be a citizen. Recite, what is it? They have to recite so many different things that we can't recite ourselves right now. We can't do it. But they had to and did. They had to learn our language and did. But here's the thing. My dad told me when I was born in 74. So I was 16 when he told me. He said, and I was born here in the U.S. He adopted me once he became legal. But he told me, don't you ever go back to Bulgaria. If you do not use your maiden name. You do not say your maiden name. He was that afraid of the communists.
Right.
Thank you. Ooh, look.
Oh, what do we have here this time?
Steak.
Steak, nice.
Steak, baked potato, garlic bread.
Good stuff.
That's a good dinner right there.
Yeah.
Hey, Lauren, haven't seen you in a while here either. Great to see you.
I have a place that I would love to go to. It's in Williamsburg, Virginia. It's called the President's Heads.
Okay.
Lauren might know that place. I think she's been to Williamsburg since she lives in Virginia herself.
Who has?
Lauren.
Oh.
I think she's been. I think she said that. I don't know if she's been to that exact spot, but I think she said she's been to Williamsburg.
Oh, okay. I was like, who? What are you talking about?
I just said Lauren. Yeah, I said it was Lauren. Yeah.
These are 20-foot tall replicas of the first 42 presidents. So from George Washington to George Bush.
Okay.
And basically, this guy had it that created these things got inspired when he went to go visit Mount Rushmore and wanted to do something for all the presidents.
I figured that's where he got it from.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
it
do
is.
like that.
Yeah, but so it cost about $60,000 to create each president.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of them are damaged, but some of them look pretty good shape. And I was even able to find them on Google Earth.
When you say
Okay.
damage, like just because they're exposed to the elements, or
No, like it shows the damage on the one president's head.
oh yeah. And yeah, Lauren said she has been to Williamsburg, but not there.
And there's another place that sounds interesting. Now, this one here would qualify under the weird. It is in Upper Black Edie, Pennsylvania. It's called the Ringing Rocks.
Oh, that's a new one. Never heard of that one before.
Yeah. So basically, what it is that people can go onto this group of rocks. It's called the Ringing Rocks Park. It's 130 acres, and you bring a hammer, and when you tap the rocks, they ring.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, check that out.
And they say that you can if look for the stones with distinct hammer marks on them, as those are the ones people keep ringing upon discovery.
Let's
Hmm.
see.
So
That's actually really cool.
yeah, it's really and who how do you discover these things?
Yeah.
Somebody
There's
goes out there and does something they're not supposed to.
there's a
What law says you can't hit a rock with a hammer?
Well, you can't destroy it.
Yeah. Oh, you were talking about the underwater city in China.
sounds good, Terry.
There is an underwater museum of art in,
Really?
in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. It's a sculpture garden.
Hey
Hmm.
Robert.
It is an eco-friendly oddity. First of all, its address is listed in GPS coordinates because it's
Okay.
conveniently located on the floor in the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh
Okay.
well.
Yeah. The sunken sculptures act as artificial reefs that sit on the mostly barren salt flats surrounding the museum, creating much needed protective habitats that support the local marine life. All the statues are created within specific material and size parameters to keep the reefs healthy and plastic free. With seven new statues being deployed in the summer of 2024, this museum is constantly growing, and over 100 species of animal and plant life are thriving right along with it.
Hmm.
Robert
That's
mentioned
actually pretty cool.
yeah, it is. Robert mentioned another place called the Reverby Rocks.
Reverby rocks.
Reverby Rocks, if I'm saying that right.
I don't know. Where's that at? Or are you just talking about the reverb on the rocks?
Unless he's talking about something there in Australia.
I'm not sure.
There is so many anomalies that our money would be so much better spent on trying to figure out what the heck's going on than some of the crazy crap that they come up with. Like, why do rats crap the size that they do?
Oh,
This
oh,
is what
Robert's
our
asking.
government is funding.
Robert's asking about your dinner, Adrian.
Arthur Lice is in here.
It's actually steak, baked potato, garlic bread, and mixed veggies.
Here's one that caught my attention. In Tennessee,
Sounds.
synchronous fireflies.
What's that?
Okay.
Uh, so basically, I'm going to have to read this whole thing off. Prepare to be mesmerized by nature's most enchanting spectacles in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Each year, typically in late May to early June, as darkness falls, a curious cloud of lightning bugs brightens up the forest in a dazzling display of synchronized bioluminescence. An awe
That's
inspiring light show unlike anything else in the natural world. This phenomenon is essentially a mating ritual for the fireflies. The mates flash as a way to flirt with the females. The males flash as a way to flirt with the females of the species. The light pattern appears random at first, but before long, whole sections of the forest will flutter in unison. Visitors admitted through a lottery system are encouraged to use red light filters over their flashlights so as not to disrupt the spectacle. Uh,
That's pretty
in,
cool.
that
in,
is.
insider tip to catch a glimpse of these creatures, visitors must secure coveted parking passes through a lottery system. Applications open annually in late April, and lottery winners are notified in mid May.
Mm-hmm.
Visitors can find lodging in nearby Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
The guys have the boing, like Roberts. Isn't that similar with what you just mentioned not too long ago, Adrian, about like the glowworms?
No, these are lightning bugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean more of the light scenario, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Robert said like the numeration of birds. Oh, and the rocks, but he meant the reverberation of the stones.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can find something that's closer to you, Adrian.
Well, I could think of one place while you're looking, Jeremy. This is actually not restricted to just one area. It's pretty much around the world. Is you guys have heard of Singing Dunes, right?
No.
So okay, well, we all know about what sand dunes are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Singing Dunes, this is really interesting. I saw this actually on the Weather Channel one time. It is it's sand that produces sound. The sound emission may be caused by wind passing over dunes or by even walking on the sand. Um, Certain conditions have to come together to create singing sand. The sand grains have to be round and between zero point 0.1 and zero point 0.5 millimeters in diameter. The sand has to contain silica, and the sand needs to be at a certain humidity. The most common frequency emitted seems to be close to 450 Hz. Now, there are various theories about the singing sand mechanism. It has been proposed that the sound frequency is controlled by the shear rate. Others have suggested that the frequency of vibration is related to the thickness of the dry surface layer of sand. Now, the sound waves bounce back and forth between the surface of the dune and the surface of the moist layer, creating a resonance that increases the sound's volume. The noise may be generated by friction between the grains or by the compression of air between them. Now, other sounds that can be emitted by sand have been described as roaring or booming, and it's not just restricted to deserts. The singing dunes can also occur on beaches, and I have a very good example of this. This was I don't need to I don't need to actually show this to you guys. It's just a sound clip of somebody walking on singing sand in Japan, and I think you guys will get the idea of what the sound sounds like when it walks. It has more of like a barking kind of sound to it. And as you can tell, it makes like a type of sound that makes. They say it either makes a singing, squeaking, whistling, screaming, or barking kind of sound.
Yeah. I would imagine it's the density underneath it.
Well, I'm not going to read it all because obviously it's way too much, but it does say, of course, not all sands sing, whistle, or bark alike. The sounds have a wide frequency range that can be different for each patch of sand. Fine sands, where individual grains are barely visible to the naked eye, produce only a poor, weak-sounding bark. Medium sound size grains can emit a range of sounds from a faint squeak or a high-pitched sound to the best and loudest barks when scuffed enthusiastically. Water also influences the effect as well.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, wet sands are usually silent because the grains stick together instead of sliding past each other. But small amounts of water can actually raise the pitch of the sounds produced.
Adrian, when you go to Kansas, do you know a Cawker City?
No, I don't think that's something we go through.
Okay, because Cawker City has what's called the largest ball of twine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Robert confirms that too. A few beaches down here squelch down here when Okay, so they got. I'm not surprised. Australia is no exception. I'm sure they have singing sand dunes over there too. Imagine if roaches glowed like that. Oh God, don't remind me.
Here's something for you, Nick.
Oh
In
God.
Casey, Illinois.
Oh, in Illinois. Okay.
Yeah, Casey, Illinois. Big thing, small town.
Oh, Casey. Yeah.
Casey is just a small town, but they have a lot of things that are gigantic. Like the world's largest mailbox.
Oh, really?
Yeah, rocking chair.
World's largest rocking chair?
Probably has to be. It's,
Oh my God! Wow!
and a barber pole.
Oh wow! I mean, I've never been to Casey. I've heard of it, but I didn't know it had these huge things over down there.
Let's see. Casey is.
Those singing sand beaches. I mean, we even have some here on the banks of Lake Michigan. Check that out.
It's directly south of you.
Yeah, that sounds south.
That's pretty cool.
Let me see. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, world's largest rocking chair, world's largest mailbox, world's largest pitchfork. Um,
It's actually 40 miles from Gaze.
oh my God, we weren't even that far away then. Jeez.
Yeah, it's 40 miles from
Oh
Gaze.
man. Oh, we could have stopped there then.
Yep.
World's largest key, world's largest world's largest mousetrap, world's largest wind chime. What else we
Oh,
got?
man. Think about the sound that wind chimes would make.
Oh man. World's largest bit yardstick.
There is nothing in of anything from Colorado.
World's largest yardstick. What the hell? Because a yardstick is a yard. I mean, it doesn't get any larger.
It's a giant's large
It's a
yardstick.
giant large stick.
A yard is a yard. What the hell?
Let's see what else they got. Yeah, it's known for its big things in a small town roadside attraction. Um, how come? Damn it, we could have stopped here probably on the way back. World's oh my god, world's large, world's largest knitting needles. World's large, largest crotchet hook. World's largest golf tee.
Crochet hook. Crochet.
Crochet. Sorry, yeah. World's largest golf tee. World's largest wooden token.
I'd
world's,
like to see the world's largest headstone.
world's largest Dutch wooden shoes. World's largest pencil, and world's largest bird cage. Oh my
The
god!
question on that is why? Why?
I don't know.
What purpose does that serve?
Um,
It's a town with a gimmick.
world's
Yeah.
largest teeter totter. World's largest golf driver. World's largest swizzle spoon.
This is all in that town.
Yeah, it is. World's largest gable, though that's currently in Marshall, Illinois. Although they do say the other two have since been beaten. That's where the those were the world's largest knitting needles and world's largest crochet hook. Oh my god! Oh, this one. Oh my god! Now I gotta get a picture of him. There's other big things that haven't gotten records, like the big ear of corn. And big pizza, world's largest big pizza slicer.
Oh, that'd be good.
I agree.
That's amazing.
It'd probably be worth it to make a trip down there just to see all this.
Well, you know where I'd be going. I'd be going to the biggest ear of corn.
Well, of course you would.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm really surprised. Well, I don't think it would be appropriate to have it publicly on. No, I'm not even going to say it. I'm just not. I'm not going to go there.
Let's see. For me, it would take me just under 4 hours to get there.
That's not bad.
No, not at all. Interesting. Um, Now, to go for a truly weird spot, the Mystery Spot in Santa Cruz, California.
Mysteries.
This is the one where they're talking about there's some sort of a vortex where it defies all logic. Like, for example, you got two people bending over like this. There's another spot where if you have a tall and a short person facing each other, but if they switch, the short person is taller.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, kind of like a funhouse mirror effect.
Something like that, but without the mirror.
Yeah.
There is actually an explanation for that, and that explanation was just so fucking stupid.
What's that?
I don't remember. I read it one time, and I was so mad that I even invested that much time in it.
But yeah, because there's other things here. May find yourself walking normally, but suddenly seeming to be at a 17-degree angle and questioning whether if you're tilting or the world around you is gone askew. It's a 150-foot circular area in the redwood forest. Let's see. Theories about what caused the strange phenomenon include carbon dioxide in the earth below, a hole in the ozone layer above, a magma vortex, or even the work of alien crafts. One thing is clear: you need to experience it to believe it, or not believe it.
I've been in the redwood forest, not there, but redwood forest is amazing because some of the trees are big enough you can make a home in, and people did.
I know that there are some trees that they dug a tunnel through so you could drive through them.
Oh, yeah, but there was people that actually lived in those trees, and it was pretty cool.
Whew.
So another place I could think of, this one's kind of right up my alley, actually. It's I know there's a lot of locations that are known about that have the same name, but I'm talking about a particular one. Um, well, I'm talking about a particular one located in New Jersey, and it's called the Blue Hole. Does that ring a bell?
No.
Mm-mm.
It's a lake that's located in it's in located in the Pine Barrens, in fact, in New Jersey, of Monroe Township, Gloucester County. It's a clear blue body of water situated in the middle of a dense forest. Again, it's in the Pine Barrens, with many similar such lakes in its immediate vicinity. Now, the water has warm and cold spots, averaging from 58 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. But the lake's color is unusual, as most lakes and ponds in the area are usually brown, brownish due to large deposits of bog iron and the presence of tannic acid. But this is like a crystal clear blue lake, so that's why it got its name, the Blue Hole. Now, in the 1930s, the Blue Hole was a popular party and swimming spot, a wooden footbridge over the Great Egg Harbor River that once made the hole easily accessible. Unfortunately, was wiped out by a storm in the 1960s. To this day, it can now only be reached by foot. Now, the Blue Hole has largely been abandoned. There are many other blue holes in the immediate vicinity, as well as quicksand and other seasonal ponds. So that's something you got to be careful with when you're going through. And lakes that form from springs seeping from high water tables. Now, it's not to be confused with numerous former quarries in the area, which are much larger and have a vibrant sky blue color. Now, they say supposedly at its deepest point, the Blue Hole is 100 feet. The bottom appears to be consist of sand rather than mud. Now, swimming and diving in the Blue Hole are both illegal but rarely enforced. Even to this day, it remains a popular swimming spot during the summer, even though, it's illegal to go. But this particular Blue Hole also has a number of urban legends surrounding it, such as that it is bottomless with powerful. They say yes, they say it's 100 feet, but they really don't know for sure. So there's this urban legend that it is bottomless with powerful currents. That the water is freezing cold year round, even during the height of summer. Um, Over the years, there have been a couple of drowning incidents that have occurred, and even on rare occasions, some of the bodies were never found. And this is more of my alley, but I can tell you right now, because it's located in the Pine Barrens, some believe that the Blue Hole also serves as a hiding or living spot for the Jersey Devil. Supposedly, they even say the Jersey Devil is known to actually hide and live there, which is why it's not frequently seen too often. So, in some way, it's like an underwater cave in some degree.
Hmm. You know, you go to most haunted places, most haunted hotels in America. Number one is Stanley Hotel.
Yeah, which I'll be going to next year.
You know,
You are?
Didn't I tell you before, Jeremy?
No.
no, you didn't tell neither one of us.
Well, I could have sworn. Okay,
And I live here, shithead.
well, I no, it's I thought I told you guys a while back. Okay, so even if I did, allow me to refrain that. So, Adrian, I wanted to let you know that too. I am coming out to Colorado next year. Don't remember exactly when. I think it was sometime in early 2026. It was okay. Yeah, it was Chris that. Okay, it was Chris that. Okay, so yeah, I am going out to Colorado myself next year. Actually, for as hard as I don't know how they were able to afford it. Actually, for a cousin of mine's wedding, they're having it at the Stanley Hotel. So I'm not sure exactly how long we're going to be in Colorado for. But if I have a day to spare, so Adrian, I would have said why don't we meet up while I'm visiting in the state?
Yeah, absolutely. I can come up and see you.
Yeah,
Are you staying at the Stanley, or just the wedding's going to be there?
I'm not sure. That's something I have to talk to my parents about. I did say to my mom at one point that I said, obviously there's definitely not going to be any time for us to do like any type of investigation or anything like that. But I did say to my mom saying, okay, I know we're going to be there for a wedding, but I am going to still bring my vest and paranormal clothes so I can do my pose in front of the Stanley Hotel. I still need to get a picture of that while we're there. And she said that was fine, of course. But yeah,
Yeah.
They're
So,
doing the haunted tours over there. I know that.
yeah, I don't know if they
right.
investigations.
To
Yeah,
answer your question,
They have not been doing
No.
investigations there, not for
No.
years.
that's over.
okay,
What they are doing is really publicizing things that they shouldn't. And Jan is exactly right. It is overrated. I've been there twice. Yes, I'm not going to say it's not haunted. It is.
yeah,
But, and this is going to sound really bad, and I'm probably going to offend some people. But we all know the person that saw something, ran, and never came back and would not speak about it.
Never, nope. And people have tried too.
Right.
He will not talk about it.
Now, can I say 100% that he didn't see anything? No, absolutely not. But could he have been on fucking drugs? Yeah.
yes.
Here's
it is
the
true.
thing.
Well, it was during this time when he was heavy into drinking,
Uh,
and that with all of that combined is how he came up with the story there.
right.
Yeah,
So, well, no, that's not the one. That's not the one I'm talking about. There was another one that stayed there and it will no longer, he left and he left quickly
Oh, that one.
and will not speak about what happened. Now, could he be on drugs? Yeah. But now I have seen pictures that I cannot say they're 100% real, but I watched them being taken. And then they showed up in the camera. I did not get to analyze them as to where was the sun, where was this, where was that. I don't know. Do I believe it's haunted? Yes, absolutely. Do I believe it's more haunted than anywhere else? No. No, I don't. But they are making so much to do. And they're doing that so they can make money, the new owners. And I don't like that.
Yeah, and like what Jan said, the only reason it's popular, yeah, because of Stephen King.
Oh yeah.
Uh, partially. Partially. Um, why?
It was not well known like it is now.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, partially it is because of him. Now, is the owner there? Is his wife there? Yes,
yes,
absolutely. Is there a little girl there? Yes. And that's because her mother got killed. Actually, no, she did not die. There was of course, when it first started, there was lanterns, and those lanterns were not electric or battery. So there was a fire, and all the kids hid in one little closet. We did get that while we were there. There is certain things, but to the extent of what people say, and I've talked to people that work there that have no interest, none whatsoever in, I mean, they get no money out of this. And they have no interest in the stories other than, they don't mind telling them if they don't know who you are. If you're just a guest, they will tell you the stories that they have experienced while they're there. I have heard those, but is it what they say they are? No. Do they get publicity because Stephen King and the other person and whatever else stayed there? Yes.
I thought there were also a few kids. There was more than just a little girl. I thought there was other kids that were said to haunt the fourth floor or something.
I'm sure there is. When we were there, that's all we got was the one little girl. They kept running back into this one place that was now nothing but a little closet. I don't know what it was then.
Yeah.
But, I mean, people make money off of things that they think they can.
Well, regardless of what's going to be happening when I go to this wedding, like I said, when I get more details about like how long we're going to be there for, I'll definitely let you know, Adrian.
Okay.
So that way you can know ahead of time. I mean, again, I don't expect that we're going to be there for very long, but even if I have just a few hours to spare or something like that, it would be great to meet up. But yeah, I just don't know exactly. I just can't remember exactly when that's going to be. Of course, also I don't know how far Chris lives from that area. If Chris wants to join too, he's more than welcome to.
Chris is in Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a couple hours south just of Denver alone, and then you got another couple more hours to get up to Estes Park.
That's all right. He can drag his ass up there. I don't want to hear it.
He drives for a living.
Nah, exactly.
Now, speaking of Stephen King, when you think of the state of Maine, what do you think of?
I know that's where he lives.
But besides that,
that's where a lot of his stories are based off in the state of Maine.
nothing to do with him or his story.
Okay. Gee. I just don't know too much about the state of Maine. Yeah, I just can't think too much about the state of Maine, to be honest with you.
Would you ever think of a desert in Maine?
Desert in Maine?
Yes.
No.
There is an actual desert in Maine.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was a sparsely populated state. I know there's a lot of forests, but I didn't think there'd be a desert.
There's actually a desert just outside of Freeport, Maine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Maine is beloved for its lush green forest, but smack dab in the middle of Freeport, there are 20 acres of sand dunes.
Oh, might have seen sand dunes there too.
No doubt, Mother Nature's anomaly. They were formed after the last ice age and have been a long-standing attraction for visitors who have been coming to see this odd desert for nearly a century now.
Maine lawn
Now,
alder
just
mash.
I don't know what he's referring to,
I
and
mean, is
also
that where mash was filmed?
I don't know if that's where, but okay. And Chris also said that's about a 4-hour drive for him to Estes Park, so that's not bad.
So you live. Come on.
Well, and here's a question about this desert in Maine. Then, if it's in Maine, um, considering that it's obviously pretty much the real last state that borders the U.S. Canadian border, does that desert also extend into New Brunswick? Into New Brunswick, then, Jeremy?
Let me see. It's actually very close to the Atlantic.
Okay,
Um, it borders the Bradbury Mountain State Park.
okay. Chris was saying Mash was filmed in Hollywood. Alan Elda character was from Maine. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
Guys from Maine.
yeah, I've watched Mash in the past. I used to watch a lot, in fact, with my grandfather. So
He
I'm proud of you.
talking about Maine.
that was a good show. I think they still I don't know if they still broadcast it on Me TV anymore, but I have
I'm
seen.
sure they do reruns. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. It's a good show. I like it a lot.
They do because it's on one of the channels that Dad watches. It's usually like a late morning show now.
Yeah, it is. My dad told me how the very last episode of the show, it's like it had everyone's attention. The final episode, like everybody was watching it back when it
Oh
first.
yeah. Absolutely.
Do you guys like Ben and Jerry's ice cream?
Night, Keith.
Yeah. Oh, good night, Keith. Have a good night. Yeah, I'd like Ben and Jenny.
I don't like the price, but
Ben
yeah.
and Jerry. Ben and Jerry. I bet say Ben and Jerry's. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Did you know that there is a flavor graveyard for them?
No, what's that one?
There's a flavor about balls. I mean, come on.
It's in Waterbury, New Mexico. Ben and Jerry's flavor graveyard. So they actually have headstones for discontinued flavors in their company.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Wow.
right here.
Check that out. Flavor
No,
graveyard.
Nuh-uh. Go. Go.
Yeah. So one is feature this one making whoopie pie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm
There's
sorry.
one about balls. I mean, they have no discretion whatsoever.
Well, now I think you know what I'm going to be honest right now. I think I now get the understanding why they of the inspiration for Bertie Bott's beans and Harry Potter because they're every flavor beans. Now that's probably where they might have gotten the idea for those.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Um,
Keith.
yeah. Peanut.
That's where ice cream as I'm signing off.
There's Devil's Food Chocolate. I don't know why they would discontinue that one.
Isn't that a popular flavor item today?
Tuskegee Chunk.
I don't know what that is.
Witty Balls.
There you go, Adrian.
Witty Balls. Cool Britannia. Yeah, they got some rather interesting flavors.
Where do they come up with this stuff?
Well, they've always been known for their unique flavors.
Yeah, yeah.
But up until I read this magazine, I never knew that they actually had a cemetery dedicated to this.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and in Boston, Massachusetts, you got the Museum of Bad Art.
Huh.
And when I say bad art, how bad is this?
Ah, jeez. I had to look for. I had to look away for a second. Then all of a sudden, there's that. Ah, that's gonna give me nightmares.
Well, I mean, what some people call art, others call garbage. So it's all in the eye of the beholder, I guess.
This Museum of Bad Art has been going on for 31 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
It's well, let's see here.
It's been going on longer than that. It started with me in like third grade, where my third grade teacher was an art teacher and thought it was a good idea to put up our shoe on our desk and attempt to draw it, and thought that we'd be perfect at it. That's where it started. That was 45 years ago.
So, Sweaty Balls,
Yep, there we go.
inspired by the classic Saturday Night Live sketch that dot. Hold on, I'm magnifying this with my phone, so
Why am I not surprised from SNL?
that dish, the Sweaty Family recipe you can't resist, are rum and malt ball filled creation, fueled with sweaty frenzy across the nation. The flavor depinted. Oh, the flavor's depinted, but you can still see the Saturday Night sketch online and on TV.
I'm
So
sure.
this was a flavor that came out in 2011. No, it sounds like sweaty, but it's actually SCHWEDDY.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't say it.
Because I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could find that on YouTube because they have like almost every SNL skit.
Yeah.
Sweaty.
Uh,
There you go, Adrian. That's what you were saying earlier about a ball flavor one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
I do. Here, how many women in their life have said, "Let me run out and get this ice cream that tastes like something I have touched that my man hasn't showered all day"? You fucking serious?
Here's the best one of them all. Appropriately enough, it's in New York, Museum of Sex.
Anybody want to tell me how these people put flavors to this shit unless they've done it?
I have no idea. That's
I-
what I said. Where did they come up?
Buffalo sauce ice cream.
Oh man.
Mm-mm.
I had actually pitched a buffalo sauce ice cream, and then about 2 years later, I don't even know what company it was. It wasn't us, but there was a spicy ice cream that came out, and it was just a plain flavor. Either you can get chocolate, you can get vanilla, but the fudge was spicy.
Mm.
I liked it. I tried it a couple times. I actually liked it.
No, I'm good. Just bought Nate ranch dressing soda. Ew.
That doesn't even sound good.
No. That's a lot like I had to get those Grinch meals. Yeah. Who is going to ruin McDonald's perfect fries with pickle salt? No.
I hadn't heard of that.
That's the Grinch meal. McDonald's Grinch meal. The problem with McDonald's Grinch meal is you only have two choices: chicken nuggets or Big Mac. And then you get it's a Happy Meal for adults. And you get socks with it, which Zach likes the crazy socks, so he's wearing them. But if you think I'm going to put pickle salt on McDonald's 100% perfect fries, you've lost your mind.
Oh God.
Not.
You know, I have actually tried something. Don and I tried this like 2-3 years ago. This was only for a limited time. They were coming up with a new type of Pepsi. Maybe you guys have seen it. Maybe you guys hadn't. It was a type of Pepsi that he and I tried. And what was odd was the flavor. They were making it Oreo flavored. And no, actually, no, I take that back. They made that one. No, I'm thinking of a different one. That's not the one we tried. They made like a blueberry flavored Pepsi or some sort. So
I
Don,
have blackberry Dr. Pepper.
well, yeah, I mean that's Dr. Pepper though, but like the way how they made this, we tried it for the first time. We actually tried it at a party I think I was having.
Oh,
Holy crap! Did that?
man.
Wait, what?
I'm done.
Oh, yeah, just like
Thank you.
like I said, it's like the jelly beans.
I'm done.
Jan, that actually sounds like the Birdie's jelly beans that they have on Harry Potter.
That's what I just said. The Birdie Bots every flavor.
Yeah, they had them at Walmart for a while.
Yeah.
I wasn't touched. They have booger. They had all kinds of things.
Yeah, that's.
I'm good.
Why do you think they call them every flavor beans? They're not just your ordinary flavors. It's literally anything you can.
I'm good.
I'm honestly even surprised they haven't made one that is shit flavored or something.
Who would have tasted shit to find out?
Dumb
I understand.
ew, actually.
Child.
But
I understand.
no, like yeah, it was like
They pick their nose and eat it. I get it. They may remember it. You may have accidentally, if you're a mother, may have accidentally, or a single father, your child's snot ended up on you because this child flung it or grabbed its face and touched you with it. It's going to happen. And yes, it does happen. But shit. How do you end up with shit in your mouth to find out how that is?
it's like what Jan said, bamboozled.
Here's one in Austin, Minnesota. The Spam Museum.
Spam Museum?
Yeah, the meat spam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They have a Spam Museum.
How does that entail a museum?
So there's only one way to honor a stable shelf item that's equally mocked and beloved, with a 14,000 square foot museum in the city where George H. Hormel and Company first created the meat product, with 9 galleries. 9 galleries. Yeah. Featuring everything from photo opportunity to interactive games and covering all spam topics from history to global influence. Every visit to this Austin, Minnesota museum is guaranteed to be perfectly canny.
Nick, please look up when spam was invented.
1950.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Not long after the Depression, maybe?
I would have. Wait, you said 1915?
50.
Oh, 50. Okay.
The Depression ended 20 years before that. Oh, no.
Right, but not long after. People were still looking at ways to make things cheaper. I'm going to tell you what. I went to the store. I had not thought of spam. I didn't have spam growing up. Never. But when I got here, I thought, you know what? I'm going to try that again. I tried it once at a friend's house when I was a teenager. I'm going to try that again. I fried it. Regular spam. I can't do whatever flavors they got going on. But I fried it, put it on a sandwich, thinking, I can do this. Mind you, I can do liver loaf on sandwiches. So I thought, yeah, I can do this. I have never tasted something so salty in my whole damn life.
Yeah, it is salty.
Yeah.
I could not finish more than 2 bites of the sandwich. Not that I don't like the meat. I do. I don't know what's in it, and I don't want to know.
This is where Keith needs to be on the conversation when he's talking about sweaty.
Yeah.
I
Jan said,
have no problem, but the salt.
Here's the recipe for spam: pork with ham, salt, water, potato starch, sugar, and sodium nitrate.
Okay, so that's salt and sodium. Okay, that's where the salt comes from.
Yeah,
Pork and what else? Pork and what?
pork and ham.
That's pig and pig. I mean, that's pig. Period. We eat hot dogs. That is pig and chicken. That's I don't know why that's so damn salty, but yeah, the two bites I tasted were really, really good. I just could not eat any more than that. And I love salt. I do. I mean, I'll eat pickle salt. I'll eat the spicy salt. I have no problem with that. But that
Spicy salt?
salt. Huh?
There's a spicy salt?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jim, what's it called? Holy shit. I can't think of it. I got a whole
Yeah,
bottle of it up there. You
I've heard
put
it before.
Yeah, you put it on like watermelon, cucumber. Oh, it's amazing. It's lemon salt with spice. Um, I'm sure she'll come up with it before I do.
I like lemon pepper.
Then you'll like this.
It is 10 o'clock.
It's called tahine.
oh, Jan's also said, yeah, add brown sugar and pineapples to it. It turned into I almost said Halloween.
Okay.
Hawaiian delicacy.
That might bring down the salt a little bit. Yeah.
All right, folks, it is 10 o'clock. We need to call it a night. So next week is going to be our Christmas episode
Yes, it is.
because the following 2 weeks, none of our asses are going to be on here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we'll be doing a Christmas episode next week. And I don't know quite what we're going to do because we'll be celebrating Christmas on Supernatural Talk, and I'll also be doing a Christmas edition of 13th Dimension the s- following night on Friday. Um, yeah, that's all I got.
Yep. Happy Yule, Merry Christmas, and hope to goodness that Krampus doesn't come visit you.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of which, actually, I think Krampus will for me because sometime in the next couple of days, am going to be going to 13th floor haunted house. It's Krampus night.
That's pretty cool.
It
Interesting.
is. It actually is. I mean, it's literally again like the haunted house, like they use for Halloween, but they redecorated it all for Christmas, and it's Krampus night, so it's going to be a lot of. And it's not the only other holiday. They also decorate 13th floor for Valentine's Day as well.
Jan, you better watch what the hell you wish for. If I get spammed in my dreams tonight, I'm coming after you in my dreams tonight.
That means
If us talking about it, you'll probably dream it.
Exactly. No, like no.
You know what that means? You're going to be getting to her first before Krampus does.
And next week we will talk about who Krampus is because people don't really know.
Yeah, Jesse is Krampus.
He does not have horns, and he cannot. Krampus used to correct mean children. Used to scare the shit. He cannot scare the shit out of children. No.
There,
Yep, he does have a long beard.
there is a really cool animatronic of a Krampus where he's holding a kid by his ankle,
Oh, wow.
screaming.
That's what they did. They had people in that town dress up to go scare kids that were naughty. There was no such thing as presents given out. You hope the hell Krampus didn't come visit you.
Yeah, I know that was pretty big in German. I know it's from German folklore. So yeah.
Yeah, yes, it is. So yeah, next week will be our Christmas episode. Um,
We will talk about where Santa came from.
Yeah.
Actually, this might be a good time for me to talk about that Santa Claus story that I made up. I don't know if I sent that one to you or not.
No,
Santa Claus is coming to town?
no.
I did not? Okay. I'll send it to you.
Okay, I got all weekend this weekend.
Oh,
Except for tomorrow. I got all weekend. I have no foster babies right now. They all went to go be adopted for their forever homes. I don't have them.
well, I am going to go ahead and send it to you now while I'm thinking about it.
Okay. But I do go back to the pound tomorrow, and I'm going to find out who adopted them and what happened to
Okay.
them.
Once again,
It's sitting in your text thing now.
once again, just before we get off, I just want to say
Perfect.
Just want to say one more time that we're going to be celebrating Madeline's birthday tomorrow. So again, I want to wish her a happy second birthday, and should be fun tomorrow. It should be a good night.
And tomorrow,
Absolutely. Happy birthday, sweetheart. We're going to watch you grow up.
She's growing fast. She's growing fast. I actually been meaning to send you guys some pictures of me and her. I was going to send it out in the things chat. It was from a number of months ago, but the pictures are great because
We'll wait and send them tomorrow.
gotta say this was kind of like a show host, because she appeared on one of Don's shows one time, and it was really cute. You guys got to check it out.
Absolutely. We will do that and take pictures tomorrow when you get to see her.
Yeah.
And-
That's the thing I said to my sister earlier. I was thinking, and I said that to my mom. I said, well, unfortunately, I just didn't really get a chance to get pictures with her. And then they're like, well, we'll be celebrating it tomorrow, so you can get the pictures done. So it's
I get to see my sometimes kid in January. I get Nate back for a little while.
Well, even if I'm a day late, it doesn't really matter. We're still celebrating her birthday at the end of the day. So
it don't matter.
It's going to be plain and simple. We're just getting some of the family over at my sister's house, going to order a couple pizzas, and that's going to be it. Unfortunately, though, my brother, on the other hand, is
any kind of party.
What's that?
Pizza is the perfect food for any kind of party.
Yes, it is. Right. But unfortunately, my brother's not going to be able to make it out because he is actually sick. He's got like a flu or something.
Well, then keep him home. Yep.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And tomorrow I will have Chris on 13th Dimension. It'll be on at 7 Eastern.
Okay.
Because I took my show down an hour earlier so that I can get done at 8 o'clock and watch SmackDown.
There you go.
7 is going to be
5
our time.
No, 5 your time.
That's 5 o'clock.
Oh, I won't get to see nothing because 5 I'm at the party and it's not over till 10.
Yeah, because you are behind me. So whatever my time is, right, you subtract 2.
That's right. Okay.
What are you and Chris going to talk about tomorrow, Jeremy?
Just talk about what got him into the paranormal, his interest in some of the places he's been to. I'm not going to go in like real deep. I only got 1 hour, so I'm just going to ask him some of the basics because, far as I know, he's not been like an actual guest talking about his stuff. I know that he has co-hosted, but I don't know if he's really had an opportunity to talk about his experiences.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean,
he's got to experience them from the other side of the camera at the Abbey.
Yeah. Well, I was also going to say, too, that, yes, I know it's going to be mainly paranormal, but more importantly, too, I was actually under the impression you were going to talk to him about, like, the stuff on wrestling as well. Because since he has a big fascination with wrestling, too.
That's a different show.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a different show.
yeah. There you. That's true.
That's a different show. That's Mark's on Wrestling.
Marks on Wrestling. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Although I did have Joe on the show on 13th Dimension, and we did talk about wrestling. Um, but that was a different circumstance then.
Right. Well, like I said, even for when I'm out tomorrow night, I'll probably just jump in quickly just to say hi to you guys. Just stay a few minutes on, and then because honestly, I don't even know what time we're meeting tomorrow night, so it all depends.
Yeah, well, if your party starts at 6, you're not watching us then.
I honestly don't know. I really don't know. I'm not gonna know until either probably not gonna know until after I get off this. Honestly,
Okay.
Well, take pictures and send them to us.
yeah, I definitely will. Definitely will.
All right, so everybody out there in the audience, thank you so much for playing along with us. It's been a fun night. We learned a lot tonight about weird and unusual places. Um, so stay tuned tomorrow night for 13th Dimension, and next week when we do back to back Christmas shows of Supernatural Talk and 13th Dimension, and also Tuesday on Fear Fans, we're going to be talking about one of the worst movies ever made, Jack Frost 2.
Oh, I gotta just ask real quick, Jeremy, because this is right at the top of my head. I've always been thinking about this for the long. You know what I wish we could do, by the way, for the network? Like I wish we could do for actual Christmas Day. Not saying any of us have to be involved, but unfortunately, I don't think this would work because there would be a copyright issue. It's too bad we don't have like some kind of Yule log or something that we could play on Christmas Day or something like that. Have you ever thought of doing something like that?
A what?
A Yule log, like the fireplace, like they do, like you know
Oh,
what
a
I'm talking.
Yule log. I know what that is.
It's just like a shot of a fireplace, and it's usually there's Christmas music always played. You don't know what that is?
Yeah,
It's a pagan thing.
Yeah,
it's.
I'm down.
it would be nice. The only problem is the music that would be playing because they play like all different types of like different Christmas classic tunes. I mean, it always changes up. The only problem is it would be copyright issue though. That's the problem.
I got an idea. We'll deal with that later.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's something.
Let's
be a
shut
problem.
down the show.
On Christmas Day, I am re-airing the 13th Dimension Christmas episode.
Yeah, yeah. No,
And
I just thought,
also, Zach's going to be doing his 36-hour thing.
oh yeah, that's right. That's coming up. No,
Oh,
it was just an idea that I just recently had. I thought to myself, when I look at the Yule log and the Christmas music, I thought, I get the whole copyright issue. I just thought, wouldn't it be kind of cool to have something like, and then have maybe like something that, like a title or something, just saying, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays from the Things Network.
things
Something
you
like that.
log.
What's that?
The things you log.
Things Yule log, and then maybe say like Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays on the bottom or something
That
for
that
all of us.
that would be
We'll
interesting.
figure it out. We'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it was just
I mean,
it was
a
something like,
fireplace wouldn't be too difficult. Anybody that we know that has a fireplace and wouldn't mind having like a couple hours, then we could figure something out there.
it's possible. We could, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because actually the Yule log was burned outside, and we can figure something out.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be fun.
I've got a fake fireplace upstairs that has a Yule log thing that like one of those cylinder fire things to simulate.
Yeah, yeah, that's like a gas one, I think.
Yeah, I have one of those. It's actually a heater.
Oh, a heater. Okay,
Right.
I can flip the button while it's on, and it'll blow out warm air.
Yeah. Yep.
makes sense.
Yeah. Uh, haven't used that in a very long time, but
Might be able to put it to use for something like that. It's very possible.
I don't know if I'd want to. It is pretty old.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
We've had it for, oh man, 30, at least 30 years.
God, that thing is just as
Mine
old as
from back then.
Yeah.
that's just as
Now
old
it's
as I am. Then
is older than you are.
Okay, then.
It'll work fine from back then. They were built to last. Now they're not.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, folks, we are going to go ahead and call it a night. You guys have a good and safe weekend. Stay warm. I know there's a bunch of areas that's supposed to be getting a lot of snow. Not in Colorado because her ass is in a bikini in 70 degrees.
Well, if it makes you feel better too, what's kind of ironic, I'm just going to throw this out. When I was looking up that town earlier today, Candido Godoy in Brazil, currently down there, it's about 80 degrees in that part of Brazil.
Well, yeah, it's Brazil.
Yeah, well, right now we're expecting snow all day on Saturday.
Yeah, that's
Eat
about
that
the
shit.
same for us. It's like what I said, like what Scott said when he was on uh Shane and Mary's show, that whatever I get over here, it's probably gonna affect you guys.
Yeah, you keep it.
All right, so everybody have a good night, and we will see you all next week for our Christmas episode.
Awesome.
Ho, ho, ho.
Watch what you're calling me. Y'all.
Actually, Adrian, when you read the story there towards the end, ho, ho, ho is actually explained of what it really means.
Yeah, just watch what you call me. Okay, leave alone.
I think you'll like this one. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next
Good night, everyone.